What is going on, everybody? How's it going, my fellow collectors? This is Reagan and welcome back to yet another unboxing and review video. And today we are going to take a look at this newly released Scarlet Witch figure, an Artisan edition or DX36AE 1/6 scale collectible figure from the Marvel Studios Avengers Endgame version. And before we start, if you're new here to this channel, please make sure to subscribe and press the notification bell as well if you want to get notified once you upload a new video, especially hot toys. Okay, without further ado, let's dive in. Alright, so this is the art box. I would say looks pretty good, but I would say actually pretty simple, you know, not a really super duper like a striking print, you know, like not really a head turner, but still looks good, you know, especially with that metallic print of the letter A of the Avengers, and of course the picture right there of Wanda or Elizabeth Olsen. Yeah, the back right there, pretty simple, right? So not that really super duper like wow, you know, very straightforward. So anyway, this is the cover of the main packaging inside. So it's a hardcover print. It has the hottoys exclusive sticker right there, and that's it, right? So let's take it out, the main box. Actually, this is what I really want you to take a look. Oh my goodness, that is actually a beautiful picture right there. So already unboxed this one, and of course I saw already the head sculpt. And then I think this picture right here, this print is the oops this picture right here is the prototype. Like, yeah, it looks like this is the prototype, not the, you know, the final product or the final head sculpt. But anyway, yeah, it looks amazing. I mean, like the picture right here, that's pretty sharp. Even the hair color looks a bit different here. So we're gonna take a look at that later. We're gonna talk about that later. Okay, so here we go, that beautiful pink color of this extra description right here. Of course, we get yeah, some instruction right here as well, and also some more cover for this one. Beautiful. Let's take it out first, one by one. And here we go. So this is the foam packaging for the body. So let's take it out first. Already unboxed. Again, I already did some short unboxing on this one, and yeah, I just want to show you guys really quick. Amazing. We're gonna talk about this one later. Of course, we got the instruction sheet or instruction manual. Okay, pretty thick. So if you're not familiar, so better to take a look at this one. And we got the packaging, big packaging right here with the base, of course, for the deluxe. Oh no, I think yeah, it's only one version, I believe. So it comes with that diorama base. Let's take it out everything. Now let me show you guys first how it looks like, or take it up everything from the box. Ooh, nice smell. Right there. Ooh, I can really smell the rubber, new rubber, you know, material. So anyway, we got the dynamic holder right here, or dynamic pole. Okay, and we got the waist holder right here. So not the long one, it's just a short one, enough for elevating poses. And then we got the with a tool for the separate rolling eyeballs here. We got extra joints. We got her necklace right here, which is made out of steel. Nice. Okay, and then we got extra 5 pieces of interchangeable gloved hands with different gestures. Looks like pretty much the same with the first version. I still have that the first that special edition Avengers you know, outfit as well, but I haven't opened yet. I mean, like, I haven't displayed yet. So anyway, we got 5 pieces here. We got the power effect right here in red color. 4 pieces. We got 2 small, yeah, rounded one, and then of course the big one right here. This is the common one, right? And then let's get the base. We got the base, beautiful base right there. Look at that, right? Pretty nice. And then yeah, some movable part. No, it doesn't have. This one has the LED light up function right there. So that's the switch right there, the USB connector or outlet right here at the back. Okay, yeah, pretty good. excited to display this one. Although I don't have that much of space, you know, in my shops, in my display cab. So, ooh, we'll see about that. So, anyway, so this is the head sculpt right here. Finally, can't wait to talk about this one. So we got the cover plastic. I put it back so it won't pop out. You know, the cover. Yes, slowly. There you go. And that's the head sculpt right there. You know, if you're going to take it out, just one tip that I want to share with you guys. If you're going to take it out the head, don't remove yet the plastic. So turn around like this front first. And then just hold it like this. There you go. Because if you take it out the plastic, there's a tendency that you might gonna hold the somehow the hair. So those hair strings, like you might gonna pull it. See, I already pulled some hair strings right there. Oh, like, oh my goodness. So be careful, you know, to if you're going to take it out the head sculpt from the holder. So make sure to keep the plastic first, and then now you can remove the plastic slowly. You have to be very, very careful because this is very intricate. Right there. See. So you have to, and then it's actually correct. You know, it's actually true. You know, don't touch too much. You know, the hair. And I saw some glue right here. Looks like a white color thing, right? Looks like see right there. So anyway, let's put it in the body and the neck. And it has some foam, you know, to at least protect the pleather material. I'm not sure if this is, yeah, I'm pretty sure this is pleather material. It looks like a pleather material to me. So we're gonna talk about this one later. And here we go. Right there. Right, so I think that's pretty much everything included inside the box. Okay, nice, amazing, right? So we're just really excited about the head sculpt actually, mainly, and of course the base. Let's do a really quick articulation test on this figure. For the head, I'm not gonna touch that much, but for sure it has. But one thing that I noticed, I think, yeah, for the neck, it has a little bit of, you know, articulation here. Yeah, you could at least move forward at neck. Yeah, it's still movable. Yeah, this one, the neck part, but it's actually not as seamless, like, you know, not a soft, seamless body material. So it's still pinchable. I mean, like it's still soft there, but then not really soft compared to the, you know, like a seamless, you know, body. So this one is, yeah, it's fine, just a normal plastic material. Anyway, moving on. So we could twist that. That's the range for the side twist. Okay, there you go. Anyway, arms. There you go. For the arms. Right. So even if she has that suit, extra suit or extra coat, I mean, you know, you could still be able to do some big range of motion right there. Okay, swivel on the side, elbows, kind of like, yeah, it is double jointed but not fully bendable, you know, close to the arm. See right here, you can see, right, it's only up to here, because usually if it's fully bendable, you could close the forearm close to the biceps right there. Okay, and then that's it for the wrist joint. Standard, I would say. Okay, now moving on to the upper body. So this one, twist. So there's no twist, just to let you know, guys, because there's no joints on the waistline, on the waist part. Let me check this one. Yeah, so it's like, yeah, there's no waist movement here, so there's no joints. So I don't know, probably because of the body form, you know, for them to be able to get a nice nice body material, you know, so they could really showcase, or they could really make an accurate body close to, you know, Scarlet Witch. All right, but it still has some joints on the upper torso. See, so if you're going to do a little bit of crunch in, there you go, you could arch. There you go. See? And twist a little bit coming from the upper torso. Just a little bit. See that? Right? So if you're going to do some poses kind of like this, yeah, very minimal I would say, but still decent. I mean, like, yeah, see? I could still twist a little bit farther, than, maybe you could expect. So, yes, I think that's it for the body. And then now moving on to the legs. To the legs, this is a spandex material. So, but then I'm kind of like afraid with this part right here. I mean, like the stitches. I'm not sure if it's strong enough because I experienced some kind of like this kind of material, that might gonna rip off. I mean, probably, I'm not sure, especially if you keep doing some poses on the legs. Okay, and then lift to the front. If you raise the legs to the front, should be fine. Right to the back. There you go. Nice. I could see some gaps right here. Anyway, to the back. Nice. Things looks good, right? Knees. There you go. Double jointed. Oh, nice. Amazing. And for the ankle, this one. Yes. Nice. So we could do that. Point. Flex. Decent, I would say. Twist. Well, we could do twist coming from. You can see right here. I could really see some movement. So that's where the gap, or that's where the joint, coming from. See? Alright, nice. So it's not from here, from the groin, but it's from here. Yeah, if you want to turn out her legs, something like this, then yes, you could do that. Turn in. Nice, amazing. So we don't need to. We could still do some twist on the ankle, but then not much. I could. Yeah. So better to get it from here. Alright. Nice, amazing. Alright, that's it for the articulations. I would say decent. Still looks fantastic, in my honest opinion. Okay. Can she do the look up? No, she can't. Yeah, I don't want to force it, but it looks like she can't. Alright. So let me put the necklace first and show you guys the separate rolling eyeballs. But I have to get the plastic, the one I used earlier, so I don't need to touch the hair once I take out that head sculpt from the body. There you go. See? But still not good. I mean, like, still have some damage in the hair, so I might gonna exchange this one. So for the movement on the neck, so something like this. See? Ooh, this is quite loose. Ooh, no way. So I'm not sure if this is actually normal, right? Should be fine. I mean, like, it's not really a big deal, but I'm just saying that, might gonna affect the angle of her head, going to do some poses. So anyway, let me insert this necklace. I'm gonna do some close-up shot on this necklace because I cannot really see the the details on the pendant. The chain is fine. I mean, like, we could easily see that it's very common, but the pendant, I want to see it. Right, nice, amazing. So let me zoom a little bit. We could still see, some details there, but then not that much, right? Okay. Yeah, let me show you guys first the separate rolling eyeballs. I think I actually thought I could use my finger, but probably your small finger. You could do it. I mean, like, because sometimes I'm having a hard time, to insert that, that tool to move her eyes. I mean, to move the eyes, of the head sculpt, especially with the Artisan edition or any head sculpt that has that, separate rolling eyeballs. So right there, nice, amazing. I could do it. Very, very minimal movement. You don't need to really move it really big. So I think this one's fine. So let's look kind of like a look up, look down, especially if she's flying, right? Kind of like flying or floating. There you go. Wow, that's scary. Right? Amazing. And wait, let me put back her eyes to the center. So if we want to do like a center eyes, or probably yes, turning. Wow, nice. Accidentally touch both eyes, to look to the side, right? That is amazing. And now let's put it back. Then pushing down, coming from the top. Oops. Ooh, wait. You have to be very, very careful. Oops. Still not. Right, there you go. Finally attach or finally hear that click sound, to the neck part. Kind of like give me a hard time to, put back the head sculpt to the joint or to the neck because of that, the right position, So just be very careful when putting back the head sculpt, especially with that rooted hair because you might gonna pull some hair strings there. So just like here, I feel like already damaged, kind of like damaged, because of that hair. It's not clean anymore. It's not that looks like doesn't look ironed anymore, like really flat. So anyway, and then even like some hair strings, I feel like it's coming out already, so which is not good. So yes, okay, so just be careful, on holding the hair. So it's actually true, the one they mentioned in the instructions that don't touch often or don't touch too much, the rooted hair. I mean the hair, because you might gonna pull some strings there. So anyway, there you go. That's the head sculpt. Looks pretty good. And I cannot really move the head to the back. Yeah, there you go. I think that's the straight one that I could do for her head, like this, looking to the front. Yeah, I think it's fine. So we just need to move a little bit that body and a little bit push on the neck. Then yeah, should be fine. Okay. Still looks like Elizabeth Olsen to me. I mean, like the likeness still strong. Like their semblance to Scarlet Witch or to Wanda. Still, it's still. I mean, like probably spot on. But compared to the likeness of the prototype, looks like that one is much better. Compared to this one. But I'm not saying like this one is actually bad. It's still great. It still looks beautiful. It's just that, probably not 100% accurate, not 100%, likeness, probably like around 95 to 97. So still have some room for improvement. It's just that, probably some angles, it doesn't look like her. But overall, still a great looking head sculpt, in my honest opinion. Anyway, let's talk about the details and, the materials that they use on the outfit or, the overall details on this figure. So let's start with the boots. The boots made out of plastic. Yeah, this one is hard plastic, on the sharp part. This one also hard plastic, Nice details right there. You can see the details. The sculpted part, those crumpled parts. I think looks pretty good. Okay, and then the pants. The pants is kind of like made out of leather material, spandex, stretchable, and at the same time it's kind of like leather to me. So anyway, so just start taking care of it. Maybe we could put some leather protector, and there you go. Nice tailoring, decent, I would say. And yeah, I think it's fine. Looks good, and then moving on to the upper suit, which is right here. The kind of like a corset, right? Kind of like that. Yeah, this one's fabric material with a satin texture. Yes. Okay, well, kind of like a silk, yeah, silk material. And then for this one is probably detachable. The what is this? The coat. Yeah, we could detach this one if you want to. Yeah, it is detachable from the body. It has some wire embedded, probably like a very very small wire there, so we could be able to do some, you know, style on the coats, some fly away position right there. Okay, it has a mix of leather material. Yeah, mix of it, and then a fabric material right here. Kind of like a nylon, but yeah, it looks like a nylon, kind of like a mix of nylon and leather. But yeah, probably a nylon. It's sometimes hard to tell it because the nylon's kind of like getting close to, you know, pleather, because there are some pleather material that I don't know, maybe a different one, a new version pleather. But what I mean is, like, you know, when you touch it, the texture is almost the same, you know. So there you go for even the arm. You can see right here, even here, I could feel some pleather material. And of course, probably this is nylon. Yes, maybe this is nylon. And again, fabric, suede material here. So yeah, those are the materials that they use on this coat. Okay. And then again, another silk material here inside the lining. Nice. Looks good. Actually, pretty good. You know, nice coats. Huh. And then, nice. This is amazing. Amazing coats, I would say. Yeah, just start, you know, taking care of it. You know, if we could find a protector for those kind of material, then start now. And yeah, that's it. And then now let's for the hands. Yeah, this is actually very common. So there's a specific hands on this power effect, especially these two. Sorry, these two right here. Actually, it's in the manual. It's in the instruction sheet. Whichever you wanna place, you know, those power effect. So if you want to really put it properly, better to check the instruction manual. Okay. It's so yeah. This one you could insert. Yeah, it depends. It depends how you're going to use the power effect. So there's a lot of position there that you could actually use this one. Like, let's say this one, I could use like this, you know, right? So yeah, it depends on you. Like, there's a lot of choices. There's a lot of option actually for those power effects on the hands. Moving on to this one right here, the base. Okay, let's do this very quick. There you go. So that's the USB outlet, and we're gonna turn it on. Actually, in my video, it looks like it's pausing. That's probably because of the frames of my what is this? I'm not sure if I'm using the NTSC or yeah. I'm using the PAL setup here on my camera, but then I don't know why this one is blinking in my screen. Yeah, it's actually blinking in my screen, but then here I cannot see any, you know, so that's probably because of the my camera. So anyway, that looks pretty weird. So, and then let me switch to pausing effect. Yeah, it looks like yeah, it's pausing. So now this is pausing. Yeah, but the pausing in my screen in my video, it's like non-stop and it's actually fast. But in actual, in person, it's very slow actually, slowly pausing. It's really weird. So anyway, yeah, but it's amazing. You know, this is amazing. I love this diorama base. You know, you could be able to do some flying poses, some stone. I mean, like rocks right there, also floating together with the fire or the power effect of Scarlet Witch. Some what is this, like brick? I don't know how do you know how you're going to. I don't know how you're going to call this one. This kind of like a metal. I forgot. You know, from the. Anyway, yes, so something like that. All right, that looks pretty cool. All right, that's amazing. And here we go. And of course, the holder. So if you're going to stand her here, wait, let me zoom out a little bit. There you go. So you guys can see it. That is amazing. All right, that is pretty good. I mean, like if you have space, in your display shelves cabinet, then you should definitely use the base. I think it looks amazing. Then with the light up function, that's gonna, that looks amazing. Anyway, I believe it has some effects on the eyes. So let me show you guys first. Before I forget everything, let me show you guys the luminous effect on the eyes. But although it's kind of weird, let me zoom a little bit. It's kind of weird if you're going to point a violet light or dark light, for the eyes, because it's gonna change the color of her skin tone, right? So see, that looks pretty weird. But if you want to, of course, to see that luminous eye effect, then yeah, you could use this one. But probably not the whole time, just for photography, then yeah, you could use this one. Okay, there you go. Amazing effect, on the eyes. Right. If you're going to, well, if I'm going to turn off my lights here, and I'm going to point it to her face, still the same. Kind of weird if like there's some purple color on her face, right? I wish they added some, I don't know, light up function in the eyes. Like that's better. I mean, like, I'm just saying. But anyway, I think that's it, for this one. Final thoughts on this figure. Before I forgot everything, one last thing, I have to show you guys the luminous effect on the eyes. There you go. I don't know if you guys could see. Yeah, I think it's very clear right there. Some red luminous effect right there. I think it looks absolutely beautiful, right? But I feel like I find it so weird if you're going to point this UV light or UV black light on her face. Of course, it's gonna change the the color tone, or the skin tone, right? Kind of weird. I mean, like, I wish there's some way aside from this UV light to light up that luminous effect on the eyes, right? So just that, I'm just saying. So wait, let me turn off my other light here on the side so you guys can see it. There it goes. I think it's very clear if we turn off one light. Still actually not let me zoom a little bit. Yeah, so we could really see closely the face, the head sculpt. There you go. That is a really nice eyes right there. But it's just that, I mean, like, I wish there's some way to light up that eyes without using this UV black light. That that purple color kind of course gonna take away the what is this, like, the texture, or especially the skin tone of Wanda, or Elizabeth Olsen right there, right? So there you go, just a quick one, and I think that's it. Final thoughts on these Scarlet Witch figure. I would say it is absolutely beautiful, still beautiful, even though I mentioned earlier about the head sculpt that it's not 100% accurate, but still absolutely, I mean, like, in my honest opinion, still absolutely beautiful. The overall look of this figure, especially the hair, even though it's not really durable, for that those wool hair that is so easy to take out from the head. And of course, again, the head sculpt, again, probably some of you might not gonna like it, or maybe still not enough, I would say. There's still some room, for improvement, I would say, for the head sculpt. Still, like her, I mean, like, the likeness still there, the resemblance to Elizabeth Olsen, but not just like 100%, I would say. Yeah, it's still beautiful, honestly. I mean, once you probably fix the hair, because I haven't, what is this, like, open the curl hair, so it's still fully curled hair there. So yeah, you could actually open that one, and for you to add some style on the hair. So there you go. Probably if you're going to add, but yeah, I think you see, still beautiful, from afar. Probably if you look at it closely, might gonna see some angle that doesn't look like her, but overall still absolutely amazing, in my honest opinion. So this is still definitely a must have figure. Probably the sculpted version is enough, for some of us, for some of you guys. But for me, I like the of course the artisan edition. That's artisan. That's gonna gives more realistic look, to the character. I mean, to the figure. And yeah, I mean, like the other angles. Oh, actually, it looks beautiful. It looks totally beautiful. The likeness to Elizabeth Olsen, to Scarlet Witch is really there. It's just that the some right angle, or probably some correct lighting, and then once you take a picture of it, some nice angle as well. But overall, again, if you're planning to complete the Avengers Endgame, I think, yeah, I don't have yet. We don't have any Scarlet Witch figure for the Endgame line, so I think this is definitely a must buy, a must have, especially the sculpted version if you miss the artisan edition. So I think the sculpted should be fine. Okay, nice. I'm really excited to display this together. Again, I haven't opened the other one, the other special edition. But this is Avengers look, especially with the same outfit. I forgot already, but yeah, kind of like this. That I haven't opened yet, So hopefully I could do some comparison with this one. Ooh, I could see some crumpled, some creases on the pants. Look at that. Which it doesn't look good. Anyway, I think that's about it. And let me know what you think about this figure as well. Feel free to comment down below. And if you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't yet. Okay, until then, see you on the next one. Peace. Amazing. Beautiful.